Hey everyone, how's it going? For today's video, we'll just do the usual. We'll start from the 3-day and go to the lower time frames, and then I'll quickly go over what I'm doing with my trade. So, the 3-day closes in 7 hours. It's not in a good posture. We have a we basically have a bullish engulfing, and it already wicked below our previous low. So to me, that's actually the first warning sign. Obviously, it's not enough to take action, but it's enough to start changing my bias. And I look for closes, like I need closes and confirmations to fully take action. But this right now, right here, doesn't look good. And our Stoch oscillators are slowly trying to curve down. So on the 3-day volatility and momentum side, not much on the volatility. The momentum on this guy is still to the upside, but this hasn't printed according to this yet, because once this closes in this posture, this is gonna start printing a different printing red, or like definitely printing red. So we'll just have to see what it does. But this is a lot more reactive. So this is basically, because the Stokes is sideways, this is basically saying it's still wearing off. But I feel like the the damage has already been done, and will get to see it on the lower time frames. So 3-day on this side, not really telling me anything. I should mute this. Yeah, 3-day on this side, on this chart is not really telling me much. The divergence played out. Yeah, the divergence played out. So RTSI still sideways, trying to curl up, but hasn't curled. Obviously, it's just flatlining. So 2-day on the oscillator Stoke side, sideways, closed the bearish engulfing, and right now we have a little bit of a doji action going on, but obviously it hasn't closed. And it doesn't even close today. It closes with tomorrow's daily, so not telling me too much. Already closed the bearish engulfing, so that's not good. So 2-day on the volatility side and the momentum. Momentum here is wearing off. Momentum here is sideways-ish. Volatility is not telling me too much. 2-day on the R side. So we had 3 drives of the bearish divergence, and I would say most of that should already be played out, because from here to here it's pretty normal for 3 drives. But because it's 3 drives, there's always a chance that this is going to be really aggressive, because we can see on the second drive, this is what we got. On the first drive, where is it? Basically these candles, these 2 candles over here, these giant candles is what we got. So the third drive is usually really aggressive compared to the first 2. And if the first 2 gets actions, because sometimes you get 3 drives and then you get a massive dump, or you get 1 drive, you get a dump, you get another drive, you get a dump, and then you get the third drive, and then you get like an insane dump. So this still has potential to just absolutely nuke down. So yeah, not much on, nothing else there. So daily on our Stoke oscillator side, daily is just nosediving. Yeah, we would have to see how this closes, but we've basically already wicked below our bottoms on every single time frame, like the 3-day, 2-day, and daily. We've wicked below the our low, so I think the structure is basically at jeopardy at this point, and it's being held by like a thread basically. So 2-day, or sorry, daily on our volatility. This one's still retracting. This one, I believe, is curling up. Yeah, it's curling up a little bit. It's testing the EMA. So, yeah, not really good to get that action happening while this is basically breaking the structure, because this is going to be signaling that the volatility expansion is going to come alongside the price action breaking down, and that's always bad. That is never a good thing, because we're basically going to get this expanding all the way up as the price is breaking down, and it's going to be confirming that this whole move, this whole thing was this whole consolidation was a distribution. Everybody's calling this a Wyckoff accumulation. It's actually another Wyckoff distribution. And here, I'll quickly show you guys something too. If you put on, let me hide my drawings. Where's the volume profile? If you put on the volume profile, put this down a bit, you can see if this was an accumulation, or actually it does have the structure of an accumulation, to be fair, because the volume right now is a lot lower. Because I remember looking at it before, and then the volume was all the way at the top of it. Like, there was more volume over here, like this wasn't here yet. So the fact that this is here, I would have to say it does have the structure of it. It does have the structure of an accumulation, because there's accumulation at the bottom. There's volume at the bottom. So I guess that actually is a point in the Bulls court. So we'll just take this off. Reset my chart. The drawings back. So sorry, chart's lagging again. Just look over here. This, we had a drive over here. Yeah, it's already played out. This chart will hurry up and load. You can get on with it. Okay, I'll put this on the daily. We already did this, I believe. Yeah, we already did this part. We talked about all this. So daily on. Yeah, we have the 3 drives here as well, and it's basically the same scenario. But this could have more. Not much on. Yeah, not much here. It's just starting to curl down. So that's actually going against the structure being able to hold up. Because this is more. This is an indicator to actually see bottoms and tops and breakouts and all sorts of things. So if this is actually curling down, then it's bad for this whole. It's bad for the idea of this being a structure that's going to be a midterm bottom. On to the 12-hour. 12 hours bottomed here, but this is a super reactive one. On the least reactive and on the lesser reactive and the least reactive, it hasn't. It's still kind of down angled. We would have to see the close. We'll have to see if this can actually close here, or if it ends up being a wick and just basically it ends up being a red candle. If this closes here, this would confirm a bottom, and this on the 12-hour, and the bottom would be higher than. Oh, the 12-hour is the only time frame we didn't wick below. Every other time frame, like daily and above, we basically wicked below our closing body of the low. 12-hour we didn't, so it could start building from here and start reflecting on the higher time frames. So we just have to see how this closes. 12-hour on the volatility and momentum. Yeah, it's bottoming on these. Momentum is decreasing. Not really telling me too much. 12-hour on the RSI side. Yeah, no divergence. And I believe this is sideways. Oh no, it's curling down. 4-hour on. Yeah, 4 hours turning up. So It's a bit of a relief rally, a little dead cat possibly. We'll just have to see how far it goes and if it holds. Like holding here is the key. Like this needs to reflect. This needs to hold here and close, not get rejected. Go above the middle Bollinger Band. Go into this order block, hold, and then the 12-hour would start looking good too, and all the lower time frames will start reflecting on the higher time frames, and the structure could still be saved because we haven't closed below the low yet. But like I said, we wicked below it, so first warning, not enough to take action. Volatility is expanding alongside the price action basically breaking down, so that's quite a red flag. That's what I've actually been waiting for. I've been waiting for the volatility expansion. So this starting to expand is not good. This is basically coming down to testing EMA, so we'll just have to see how this goes. So this close, this daily close, the next 4-hour close, the daily close is pretty important. It's basically time to watch though. It's not really time to take aggressive action. Like if you're not already in a trade, I wouldn't put on a trade. If anything, I would wait to see how this is gonna react to possibly go into stable coins. If you're just trying to protect your stock, I wouldn't just jump into a trade at this point. Yeah, not much there. So 4-hour on this chart. No divergences. It's curling up, fair enough, but it's just kind of stutter stepping downwards. So this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see something like this, like something like it goes down, it turns, and then it kind of shifts it, because we can see it's literally on a downtrend right now. So none of this is giving me the curved bottoming action that I'm looking for. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see at this point. So quickly, I'll go to the 4-hour on this chart to talk about my trade a little bit. So once we went back into this area, I started closing. Actually, once we after seeing this, I basically filled up this whole area with limit orders to close my hedge long that was protecting my short from like up here. And I got out fully by limit orders, basically at break even, a little bit above break even. Yeah, and there's basically not much else there. Yeah, I would say that's everything for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. See you tomorrow.